Yogi Clan, good morning. Welcome back to Yogi Cycle Service. Yes, the title of this video is true. I did run over a skateboarder. We'll get into that in a minute. If you are new here to Yogi Cycle Service, I thank you for stopping by and checking out this video. I am your host, Yogi, and here at Yogi Cycle Service, we do like motorcycle stuff, all right? Anything motorcycle related, service, repair, maintenance, vlogs, club related things, whatever. Or maybe it's just something that's Yogi related. And this will be a moto vlog today about how I ran over a skateboarder. If you're a returning subscriber, I thank you for stopping by and checking out this video. If you're not a subscriber, what are you doing? If you like this video, I just ask you to give it a thumbs up. Surf around, check out my channel. If you like what you see, man, give a brother some love. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Alright, so, story time. This was about, man, it's been a while. Probably about 15 years ago that I ran over the skateboarder. I was on Miss Piggy, had Mama Yogi on the back seat. We were heading to Salisbury, North Carolina. I don't know, we're going to go look at like some antique mall or something like that. So we're heading up the road. It's a country road. It's called Old Salisbury Concord Road. It's, you know, it's a two-lane road. You know, one lane this way, one lane back the other way. But it's a road that people are notorious for like speeding on. It's like one of those major country artery type roads, right? So it's nothing for people to do 55, 60 down this country road. And no big deal. And it's a pretty heavily trafficked road connecting Concord to Kannapolis and then eventually to Salisbury. So it's a fairly traveled, frequently used road, right? So we're just, you know, it's a Sunday afternoon. Mama Yogi and I, we're just out enjoying a ride on Miss Piggy. And now, for those of you who are familiar with Miss Piggy, it's my 2003 Fat Boy. And Miss Piggy is quite loud. I have Samson Street Sweepers on it, so Miss Piggy's quite loud. We'll just say that. So I'm heading down the road. It's got a road like this, you know, 2 lanes, major thoroughfare, very much like this road here. And from about a quarter mile out, I see up ahead there are 2 kids walking. They looked about, I don't know, I'll guess 15 years old. And they weren't in the street, they were over on the side of the street, so kind of like coming up right here. You see over there on the right hand side, there's a swale for the water to run into in the ditch. They were like in the middle of the ditch. You know, a good 10 feet off the side of the road. So I'm thinking, okay, no big deal, you know. Didn't really think much about it. So 2 motorcycles are heading my way. They pass. I throw up the biker wave, give them a wave. And then I look back at the kids. Well, now they're not in the swale anymore. They're like right about 2 foot off the white line. In case you're wondering, I call the left line the mustard, the right line the mayonnaise. So they're up by the mayonnaise line. I'm like, okay, well, you know, didn't really think a whole lot about it, but now I'm about 100 yards from them. As I close the gap, because I'm doing 60 miles an hour, 55, somewhere around there. As I close the gap, this young, intelligent gentleman, I use that term loosely, they're both carrying skateboards, right? Well, this young, intelligent, fine, upstanding young citizen decides to drop his skateboard on the ground, hop on it, and shoot across my lane without even looking over his shoulder. Not a care to the world. Just drop your board and hop on and go. To which my eyes got about like saucers, because now the kid's like as far as me to this white pickup in front of us, and I'm doing 55 miles an hour. I lock up my rear brake. I mash on the front brake. Thankfully, the back end did not slide out. I feel Mrs. Yogi slam into me. And this kid is suddenly dead smack in front of me. Dead smack in front of me. And I hit him right dead smack on this. My headlight hit him right in the small of his back. And for those of you who also know Miss Piggy, my other bike, you know I have 16-inch ape hangers on there. So this kid's board goes flying. Luckily, there were no cars coming the other way. He like suddenly is... I hit him on the headlight. His butt is now sitting on my front fender. My headlight is square in the middle of his back, and his arms are like this, up on top of my handlebars. And we're going down the road. Like, I was I was probably doing about 15 when I hit him. And now we're going down the road, it looked kind of like an episode of, you know how when you were a kid you would put somebody on your handlebars, they would sit on your handlebars when you had a bicycle, and you'd pedal down the road and they would ride on your handlebars? It looked like that. That's what this looked like. I'm just like, what in the are you doing? I finally get it to a stop. When I finally get it stopped, he like falls off the front and hits the ground. And I know I was pissed, but let me tell you, Mama Bear came out of Mrs. Yogi in full effect. As a mom to multiple teenage boys, Mrs. Yogi, she went off. She went off. What are you doing, young man? What are you thinking? And she just went off on him. Now, on my headlight, I do have those little visors. There was a nice half crescent moon imprint in the middle of his back. A little bit of blood. It did cut some skin. But other than that, the boy had no injuries. Now, my headlight was bent down, and my visor on my headlight was kind of crushed, but that was about the extent of the damage to Miss Piggy. Thank God. Thank God. But the kid just dropped his skateboard, never looked over his shoulder at all, never even gave it a second glance. And he lived probably about a mile from where they did it. They were walking from his friend's house to his house, and you know, he never even looked over his shoulder to see what traffic was coming before he decided to take off into the middle of the road on this road. And the road, it's just like this one. You know, I'm doing 55 right now. It's just like this road, except it doesn't have the center lane, you know, but everybody's flying. This road connects Concord to Huntersville. It's a thoroughfare. It's one of the arteries, you know. And I don't know what the kid was thinking. And my wife just, does your mom know what you're doing? Oh yeah, she got the kid's phone number, called the mom. Do you know what your son is doing? Oh man, she went. And the mom is, you could tell why the kid doesn't really care, because his mom doesn't really care. Oh well, you know, boys are boys and blah 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 blah. And she's like, you don't understand, I just hit your kid with our motorcycle. We just hit your kid. He jumped out in front of us and we hit your kid with, well, is he okay? Well, yeah, he's got a scratch on his back. Oh, okay, well, you know, don't come and pick up the kid. Don't be afraid for his safety. Well, you know, I guess he'll just walk the rest of the way home. I mean, oh my gosh, what in the world? What in the world? But man, I wish back at that point in time I had my GoPros like I do now, because to film him riding on the handlebars like a middle schooler at a playground probably was a pretty funny sight. But it scared the snot out of me. Scared the snot out of me. I'm like, I'm gonna hit a kid. I'm gonna kill a kid. And there you go. There's my story of when I ran over a skateboarder. Thankfully, everybody's okay. Miss Piggy's okay. The kid's okay. I mean, how can you hop on your skateboard and go out into the middle of a lane when you live in that area and you know how busy that road is? What are you thinking? I mean, legit, what are you thinking? Don't be stupid, Yogi Clan. Use your head. Think. I appreciate you guys joining me for this story time. I hope you have an awesome week and a great rest of the weekend, although we are following a pickup truck towing cows. Not very exciting footage. Alright, Yogi Clan, have an awesome day, have a great week and a wonderful weekend. I'll catch you on the next one. Love you guys. Peace.